Welcome everybody, I'm Martin Tyler and this is the Etihad Stadium. And today it's Manchester City against Watford. Well, here he is, Sergio Aguero, as always, looking really raring to go.
Yeah, and he looks really fit as well. That's not always been the case, so the opposition beware here.
Manchester City's lineup today. Joe Hart starts in goal. Alexander Kolarov starts with Bakary Sagna as the wide defenders. Jesus Navas starts with Raheem Sterling on the flanks. Sergio Aguero is the sole striker. Here's Watford, and this is how they're going to line up. Etienne Capoue plays with Valon Berami in the centre of the pitch. So a couple of strikers for them at the front end of the team. Well, it was here, of course, where Manchester City won the Premier League for the first time in circumstances that somebody said, you'll never see anything like it again. And that Sergio Aguero goal, I guess, will be one of the moments. It'll be hard to top that, whatever happens in the future of the stadium.
Well, it will. Hard to top the commentary as well, Martin, on that day. But, yeah, one of the most amazing moments, the most amazing moment in Premier League history, I think. But it's a ground that is growing, isn't it? And it's got a history to it that needs to be added, I think, in the coming years.
Jonathan Moss is the man in charge today. It's good work with the ball, under some pressure here, but it's still his ball. Kolarov. Goal kick to come. Fernandinho. Toure. Nice bit of interplay between these two. Silva. Here's Sterling. Berami. Berami. Throw in here. That's our company. Sterling. Here's Sterling. Now Fernandinho. Kolarov. Keeper's ball. Berami. This is going to be a throw. Yaya Toure. Silva. Toure. Now David Silva gets it back. Toure. Looking for Aguero. Here's the cross. There's no doubt Manchester City have moved up the pecking order with the huge investment that they've been able to benefit from in terms of domestic trophy. He's got room to hit this. Jurado. Berami. Just going back to Manchester City, and it's Europe where they've just fallen a bit short. They're still learning really about as a club. Some of the players, of course, have played a lot of European football, but as a club still just feeling their way.
Yeah, but it's taken longer than many of us thought to feel their way and be successful. But I think they're slowly getting there.
Tackled well. Well, here comes the support. It could be a chance. David Silva! The ball's loose. Goalkeeper made the save, but he couldn't hold it. Trying to switch on the attacking power in this situation. They've gone wide. Chance to get the ball in the box. Shoots! Got in the way of that, blocked it well. We're going to get a corner here because of that deflection. That's out of danger there with that clearance. Manchester City have a corner. Igalo. Almen Abdi. It's good vision to be able to switch the play there. Sebastian Prödl. Etienne Capoue. It's good work between these two. Yaya Toure. Aguero. Jesus Navas. Sergio Aguero. Toure. Throw in to come. Jesus Navas. Here's a chance to whip it in. Sanya. Going to cross it. They put that cross far too close to the goalkeeper. And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride. Berami. Neon. Dini.
Nice bit of footwork from the attacker, but it was made. And here's the shot, hit the post.
And that's dealt with the problem. Sanya. Yaya Toure. Fernandinho. Now Fernandinho. Sergio Aguero. Fernandinho. quick tempo to the passing. The opposition can't get near them. Sterling. And the cross is in. Will that be a throw? Sanya. And they're keeping the ball now, passing it nicely. Shot on! Full on the frame of the goal. Sanya! I think he rushed his shot there, and that's why it's so wide of the mark. Here it is, another take on that effort from Yaya Toure.
Well, there was an ooh from this crowd. They couldn't believe what they were seeing. A strike of such power from that distance.
Gerardo. Sebastian Prödl. Almen Abdi. Igalo. Very good passes. This team are passing the ball beautifully. Possession. And that's a foul, and they'll get a free kick for that. Kolarov. Fernandinho. Kolarov. Well, he saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Looking for Sanya. Here comes the cross. And that's deflected behind. It will be a corner. Well, here is that earlier incident, Alan. So close.
Well, I think he's got to do better than that. He's just decided to put his foot through it, but hitting the post from that distance out, not good.
Jesus Navas. Well, they just can't get the ball away. It's another corner. That's great work by the goalkeeper. Vincent Kompany. Fernandinho. Now Fernandinho. Well, down on the touchline, getting the details about that injury is Jeff Shreves. Jeff.
From down here, it looked as though he landed actually on top of his elbow. That's why he's in so much discomfort, and that's why, of course, the bench are so concerned. As always, Jeff does know what's going on, and thanks for that, Jeff. Igalo. It's a decent cross. Well, he's got his fist to it. Well, that throw is definitely part of the attacking plan. It's a real tussle between the two of them to try and get the ball. Silva. Vincent Kompany. Fernandinho. Silva. Aguero in the middle. Manchester City get given the corner here. Corner has been a real disappointment. It's gone out for a throw on the other side of the field. Neon.
Etienne Capoue. Jurado.
Goalkeeper hangs on.
Silva. Well, you have to play it the way you're facing sometimes, even if you're facing your goalkeeper all that distance away. Jurado. Deeney. Little piece of interplay between the two. Berami. Manchester City have the ball again. Now Fernandinho. Jesus Navas. Fernandinho. Jurado. Etienne Capoue. Silva. Jesus Navas. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Silva. Played in by Jesus Navas. He has cleared it well. Deeney. Igalo. Jurado. Etienne Capoue. And in goes the cross. Berami, giving the opposition a problem with their interpassing. Etienne Capoue. Sergio Aguero. Here's Sterling. Here's a chance to whip it in. He's put it in well. And he gets it returned to him. Berami. Berami. Kolarov. Jurado. Silva. Here's Sterling. That's across the field to try and switch the play. Toure. Aguero. And shoots! Excellent blocking there. Jesus Navas. And yet another corner. Defender's done very well to clear that. Berami. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. So it's half-time and we're still waiting for that first goal. By Sergio Aguero's high standards, no better than a steady first-half performance.
He worked hard enough, but just didn't come off for him. But he's got another half to put things right.
Here comes the support. It could be a chance. David Silva!
Nice bit of footwork from the attacker, but it was made too easy for him. Poor defending.
And here's the shot. Hit the post. Shot on. Full on the frame of the goal. And shoots. Excellent blocking there. Jesus Navas. Yet another corner. Well, they've decided to make a change. There's activity down there amongst the substitutes, and one will be coming on. So here we go for the second half. Silva. That will be delight for the defenders. There's no one on the end of the cross. Goalkeeper here, Alan, in incredible form.
Oh, no flies on this boy. What a save.
Sebastian Prödl. Abdi. Jurado. Etienne Capoue. Berami. Shots on here. Oh, great work by the keeper. On the front foot now, they've got a corner, hoping for the goal that would put them in the lead. Well, here we can see the corner count so far. Jurado. Silva. For Manchester City, the substitute is ready. Now Another cross from David Silva. Fernandinho! At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save.
Well, we've been privileged to watch two top goalkeepers. Both have been in majestic form, really, and both with clean sheets still.
Well, it's one change, and it looks like it's a case of just trying to freshen the team up a bit. Goalkeeper exposed. They want to keep the opposition pen back. This throw can help do that. Fabian Delph. Here's Sterling. That's a turnover in play. Almen Abdi. Etienne Capoue. Fabian Delph. Jesus Navas. Neon. Sebastian Prödl. Bounced away from him. Silva. Jesus Navas. Now the shot! And that's at the goalkeeper. Not really what the attacker had in mind. He's cut out that pass. It wasn't an accident. He read the mind of the opponent. Fabian Delph. Silva. Goes out wide again. Aguero! Well, that's a good block. Jurado. Little piece of interplay between the two. Neon. And they're going to get a throw in. The system working out which way it is. It's time for some fresh legs here. He's got the ball back. Etienne Capoue. He can lay it off to the supporting player. Toure. Sagna. He's spotted a teammate and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Kolarov. Fabian Delph. Toure. There's going to be a substitution. It's for the away team. Sagna. Here's a chance to move forward from midfield after that interception. Ray Cathcart. Jurado. Neon. Well, they're in a good position here. There's the ball in. Well, it will be a throw-in.
Substitution taking place. Number 1 is...
He's going to make a change, and it's clearly a tactical one. There doesn't seem to be any injury involved. Sterling, Kolarov. Toure. Toure. He's read that well in midfield to get them on the ball. And in goes the cross, punched away by the goalkeeper. Got a chance to cross. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Well, there's a quick throw on here to get them on the attack. Etienne Capoue. And there is some backup for him in this position. Very good tackle. Silva. It's a quick break. He's through. Aguero! Very good stop here.
Well, this goalkeeper looks absolutely determined to keep this clean sheet of his. What a save.
And he bangs it away. Kolarov. Fabian Delph. Shot on! He's just reached it, the goalkeeper.
Well, we've been privileged to watch two top goalkeepers. Both have been in majestic form, really, and both with clean sheets still.
It's another very good save. And it didn't get away from him, the ball, either. Jurado, good passing, shrewd passing, accurate passing. That's the way he earns his living. Ray Cathcart. Ahmed Abdi. Well, he's lost the ball here. Toure. Silva. Well, that is a cheap piece of play to give the ball away like that. And he gives it back to his teammate, Etienne Capoue. Neon. Alessandro Diamanti. Etienne Capoue. Well, free kick awarded by the referee. Attacking now. Manchester City have the ball again. Yaya Toure. Fabian Delph. Kolarov. Sterling. Well, he has got a chance to get the cross in. Fabian Delph. Good link up. The shot's on! Oh, it's off the bar! David Silva! He's got his fingertips to it, and it's over the bar. It's tough for the defenders. They keep conceding these corners. Foul by Silva. Kafka. They spread it out wide here. Chance to get some width into this attack. Alman Abdi. And the assistant signals for the throw. Fabian Delph. It'll be a throw. Girardo. Alessandro Diamante. Neon. And that will be a goal kick. A very good effort earlier, wasn't there, Alan? Here it is.
Absolutely brilliant effort. Takes real power and technique to hit it that hard and keep it down, and, well, very nearly scoring, but hitting the bar.
Here's Sterling. He's almost lent him the ball on that occasion. He wants it returned, and it's returned to him. Just spotted the ball up and they're playing. A decent attacking position here, and they've got the advantage as well. Well, the ball deserved perhaps a better response from his teammates in the middle. The defender got there first, though. Sanya. He's spotted a teammate, and he's got the technique as well as the vision to switch the play. Yaya Toure. Silva. Kolarov. They've gone wide, chance to get the ball in the box. That could have been the pass to determine the match, really. We're down now to the last 6 minutes. Etienne Capoue. On they go, jostling for possession with each other. Abdi! Oh, the tension's starting to rise. It's a corner. And there is some backup for him in this position. Cross coming in. Got it away from the danger, no problem. Maybe now is the time. It's a corner. You still see some supporters, if not literally, maybe metaphorically, rubbing their eyes in disbelief at what's happening at their club after some pretty lean years.
Yeah, I think there is an element of that. They certainly won't forget those lean years because they weren't too far away.
Well, it could have been a shot of significance. It's turned out to be a shot of insignificance.
Bit of a selfish decision, that one, from the player, when he could have easily passed it.
Kolarov. In towards Silva. Now they've got a chance in this part of the pitch. Place to try and hit it now. Hit the post. Fabian Delph. Toure. Nasri. And here's the shot. It's a wonderful display by the goalkeeper today. And he's kept the team in the match. The score's still level.
Well, that should give his teammates a lot of heart that maybe they can go on and win this. Well, that will feel extra special for this goalkeeper, coming as it did late in the match, keeping his clean sheet.
Here's Company. On narrow margins in the match and in this incident.
Yeah, not far off. I think that would have made a difference to the outcome if it had gone in.
Berami. Almen Abdi. Neil. Oh, well done the goalkeeper, and he's hung on to the ball. Neil. Feel good about that. A really strong and clean tackle. Berami. Good forward play from them. Goalkeeper hangs on. Well, that's it. We're level at the end of 90 minutes. Here comes the support. It could be a chance. David Silva!
Nice bit of footwork from the attacker, but it was made too easy for him. Poor defending.
And here's the shot. Hit the post. Shot on. Full on the frame of the goal. And shoots! Excellent blocking there. Jesus Navas! Yet another corner. Shots on here. Oh, great work by the keeper. Now the cross from David Silva. Bernardinho! At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save. He's through. Aguero! Very good stop here. Fabian Delph. Shot on! He's just reached it, the goalkeeper. David Silva! He's got his fingertips to it, and it's over the bar.